All right, let's talk about something that I'm pretty sure every Go developer has run into. That tangled mess you get when you're trying to work on multiple local modules at the same time. Well, there's an incredibly clean solution built right into the language, and it's called Go Workspaces. You know the situation, right? You're building your main application, and you suddenly spot a bug. But the bug isn't in your code. It's in a library you depend on. And hey, that library is another one of your projects, sitting right there on your hard drive. So now you have to edit both at once. And that's when things usually get complicated. It's a classic headache. I mean, sure, you could use replace directives in your go.mod file to point to your local copy, but let's be honest, that feels messy. You're changing your project's build file, and there's always that risk you'll accidentally commit those local paths. But don't worry, there is a much cleaner way to handle this. And that solution, my friends, is Go Workspaces. This feature landed back in Go 1.18, and it was designed from the ground up to solve this exact problem of working across multiple local modules totally seamlessly. So what exactly is a workspace? Well, at its core, it's basically a special file that tells the Go toolchain, hey, for these specific modules right here, I want you to completely ignore the module cache and just use the code I have in these local folders. Simple as that. I think the best way to picture it is like a virtual workbench. You take all the different project folders you're actively working on and you place them on this bench. The Go tools can then see all of them together and instantly understand how they're all supposed to connect. And the best part? You don't have to touch any of their individual go.mod files. Okay, so theory is one thing, but let's actually see this in action. We're going to walk through building a workspace from scratch. You'll see just how ridiculously easy it is. We'll do this in 3 basic steps. First, we've got our main project. Second, we'll create the workspace to hold it. And third, we'll pull in a local dependency and add it to that same workspace. Ready? All right, so once we're in a directory that contains our hello module, the magic starts with this one command, go.work init. You run this, and its only job is to create one single new file for you, a file called go.work. This file is the entire brain of the workspace. And this is what that brand new go.work file looks like. It's designed to be super simple. It almost looks like a go.mod file. You've got the Go version, and then this use directive. That's the part that tells the Go tools which local folders to pay attention to. Right now, it's just our main hello project. Okay, now for the fun part. Let's say we have our local dependency that we need to work on. To add it to our virtual workbench, we just run go.work use and give it the path. This command just tells the workspace, hey, add this other module to your list of active projects. And boom, just like that, our go.work file gets updated. The use directive now lists both our main app and our local dependency. This is the whole secret sauce right here. The Go toolchain now knows that anytime our app tries to import that library, it should use our local.example/hello folder instead of going out to find a remote version. So, with that tiny bit of setup done, we get to the really cool part. We're going to see just how powerful this is. We'll change something in our local dependency and watch it show up immediately in our main application. So here's the plan. We're going to dive into our local dependency and add a brand new function to its reverse package. We'll call it int. Then we'll hop right back over to our main hello application and just call it, like it was always there. And here's what that looks like in our main hello.go file. We're calling the original reverse.string function, and right next to it, we're calling our new reverse.int function. Just look at this. There's nothing special we have to do. No version bumps, no weird import paths. We just write the code. All right, this brings us to the moment of truth, the payoff. We've got the workspace set up. We've written code across 2 totally separate modules. Now, let's see if it actually works. So from the root of our workspace, we just run our application like we always would. Go run/hello. Notice there are no special flags, no complex build steps. The go.work file is giving the Go compiler all the context it needs behind the scenes. And there it is. It just works. The output shows the result from the original function and the result from our brand new function running side by side. This is the magic of Go Workspaces. It makes simultaneous cross-module development feel completely effortless. Now that you've actually seen it in action, let's just quickly recap why this is such a massive improvement over the way we used to do things. So the old way, with the replace directive, meant you were directly modifying your go.mod file.
This is a file that defines your module, and you're putting temporary, local-only information in it. It's so easy to accidentally commit that. The new way with go.work is completely separate. It's a file that lives outside of your modules, just for you, managing them during development without ever making them messy. And what we've just seen is really only scratching the surface. The go.work command has a few more tricks up its sleeve to help you manage more complex projects. So besides init and use, you also have go.work edit, which is great for scripting changes to your go.work file. And there's go.work sync, which is really handy. It looks at all the dependencies in your modules and makes sure the workspace is in sync with them. Now, it's really important to remember this. Workspaces are a local development tool. They're not a replacement for your normal workflow. After you finish your edits, you'd publish a new version of your library, and then go back to your main app's go.mod file and update it to use that new official version. The workspace has just done its job of making the editing part a breeze. And that is the story of Go Workspaces, a really simple, really elegant solution to what used to be a very messy problem. So that leaves just one final thought. Now that you see how this works, how are you going to use it to simplify your next Go project? Thanks for watching.